am a very stylish girl.
Alright, so here goes the Kim Kardashian look. I am going to use the primer, so I have very little bit on. You want to make sure to get it under the eyes especially. Alright, now I'm going to use foundation. So you can use any foundation. I'm going to use the Cover FX M70 mixed with a little bit of E40 for my face color. Don't forget to do a little bit down your neck too. Just going to do very little. Just blend it downwards so your face doesn't look different from your neck. But technically, if you have the right color, you shouldn't have to do your neck, to be honest with you. Okay, so I've got my concealer. I'm just going to apply it underneath the eyes. And I'm using a little bit of a lighter color underneath. Okay, so now I'm going to contour my face. Now this is very tricky. So if you have really, really light skin, I recommend that you go at least 4 to 5 shades darker than your normal skin color. But because I have olive skin tone, I'm not going to go too dark because then it's going to make my face overall look really dark. I'm just going to go maybe 2 shades darker than my skin color. So I'm going to actually use, so normally it's M70, M60, I'm going to use a B15. Okay, and I'll just show it to you. And I'm actually going to use the foundation brush this time. I'm not using my fingers. I'm going to use the brush. So what we're doing is, well, I've got like a round face, round to a square face. So in order for me to make my face look a little bit more like Kim Kardashian, she's got more of an oval shape. So I need to make my face look a little bit slimmer. So I always start off with my nose because I find it's a little bit easier. So I'm just going to put a line down the center. And so you're basically just making your nose look really thin. It's okay if it's not perfect because you're going to blend it out afterwards. So basically just do the dark line on the sides of the nose. Okay, and I'm actually going to take this in and bring it outwards, and that kind of creates a little bit of a crease. And again, like I said, it's okay if you're not perfect because you're going to blend this out. Okay. Now I'm going to make my face from over here look a little bit slimmer. So I'm going to draw a line coming down like that. Now I already have a jawline, but I'm still going to define it a little bit more. So I'm going to put the dark foundation just under it, just to define it in an L shape. And I'm going to put a line here because I want to make my face look slimmer. So I actually went in and made it a little bit darker because I thought it was a little bit lighter. So there's another trick that I do if you want to make your lips look, they're a little bit more prominent, so they're sticking out. So you see that little apex that you have here? Just going to put a line right in the center. Like that, okay? That kind of creates a little bit of depth. And you're going to blend this outwards afterwards. That looks so funny. Anyways. And now I'm going to go and add the highlights. So make sure you clean this off because I'm going to use a lighter color on top. So you want to make sure that this is wiped out and cleaned off so that there's no foundation left in here. So now I'm going to use a completely lighter color. So I'm going to go down to maybe M20 in the Cover FX foundation. Now you're going to put the line down the middle. So this is going to make it look like it's longer. And like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now this part, you have to make it into a V shape. I'm going to put it on the sides of this as well. I look like a little bunny. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go and blend this out. I like to use the Cover FX 180 brush. It's really nice for the foundation. It's like very fluffy, just blends really nicely. So basically what I'm doing here is just blending out the edges of the whites and blending out the edges of the brown areas and just mixing them together, and try to use very, very soft strokes down the nose as well, and just working it around my eyes, as you can see. The key is to blend, 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 and especially down the cheek line there that I'm doing. You want to be, you don't want to go too below the cheek line. You want to stay high up. You don't want to go too low. That's what's going to give you that nice chiseled cheek look. I'm using a brand new clean brush. Make sure there's no foundation on it, and you have to use a clean brush to blend out all the highlighted areas around your face. So especially around the eyes and then down the cheek, below the cheekbones as well. You want to just blend out all the highlighted spots, and make sure you do use a clean brush. You don't want to mix the dark colors and the light colors together, or else you're going to mess up the whole contour look on your face. I'm actually just going in there and just making this part a little bit more You want to take a lighter color and just place it right underneath the eyebrows. That brings out the brow bone. Make sure you blend it from right here and make it go under the eyebrows. See what I did? And you can use your fingers to smudge it. You need to pay close attention to the nose area. Make sure that you make it look as straight as possible and that it's blended out very nicely. If the nose looks bad, then your contouring is going to look bad. Okay, so I'm going to go put some powder on and just set the foundation. Her eyebrows are a little bit more on the thicker side, so I'm going to make mine just a tiny bit thicker as well. Now just remember, her eyebrows from the front a little bit more rounded, so make sure you round the front part of the eyebrows, okay? Don't make them too squared. So I'm going to go and set my foundation. Make sure to powder your foundation before you do your eyebrows. This way, if you get any of the loose powder onto your eyebrows, you can go ahead and fill them in later. You'll notice that after applying the powder on top of your foundation, what the powder does, it actually helps blend all the two colors together and just makes the contouring look a lot nicer. I have Painterly from MAC. Okay, so I'm going to use Espresso from MAC, and I'm using the 217 brush. And I'm just going inside the crease. Now everyone's eye shape is different, so I'm just going in circular motions. You want to make sure that when I do this eye, I always go back and do the other eye too, so it stays equal and consistent. I'm going to bring some of that down a little bit as well. It's like a C shape, so it's like you're basically going like that, okay? I'm going to use the same Espresso again with this brush and using it like in a flat angled way, so it looks like that. And you're just going right deep into the crease. I'm going to use the 217 brush again, and this time I'm going to use Carbon from MAC. right here. And I'm going to do the same thing on top of the espresso that I originally have on my eyes, but I'm just going over it with carbon this time. But this time I'm bringing a little bit more closer towards the center of the lid. Gonna use this brush again. We're gonna use carbon and bring it down a little bit more. Because Kim Kardashian does really smoky eyes, like, it's really well blended. Okay. So I'm going to use the 272 brush now from MAC as well, and I'm actually going to blend out the edges. If you feel you've blended it out a little too much, don't be afraid to take some more of that carbon color and go back in there, okay? So I'm going to use a filament from MAC to do the center. And you're just putting it from the beginning of your corner of your lid to the middle, just blending it in. Use very light strokes, guys. Don't press too much. Don't press it really hard, just use very light strokes and it'll look a lot better. As you're getting to the center, you want to start making your pressure a lot lighter. I'm going to use vanilla on underneath my eyebrows for the brow bone. The vanilla pigment is a very nice eyeshadow to use underneath the brow bone or in the corner of your inner corner of your eyes. It has a nice silver and a mix of gold look to it, and I find that it looks very nice with anything that you wear. It really makes your eyes pop out. I'm going to use the same thing and just bring it down in this on the bottom lower lid. Alright, I'm going to use my favorite eyeliner, Black Track Fluid Line from MAC. Now, Kim Kardashian doesn't do like the 60s type of eyeliner. Hers is more on the thinner side and it's more blended in towards the edges on the outer corner. Okay, so don't forget to corner the inner corners. So I've done the edges a little bit. I've just flicked it out just a little bit and I'm going to blend that at the end. Remember how you're placing the angled brush, okay? It really makes a big difference. So I can't see. There's too much light and glare here. And I'm going to just blend out the edges with the eyeliner as well. If that doesn't work for you, you can also use the 210 brush, the smudging pencil brush. And you can use this underneath the eyes as well. It's very important to make sure that your eyes look the same. So I sometimes walk around in my house in different mirrors just to see how it looks, because different lighting can make it look very different. So you want to make sure that your eyeshadow looks the same. It's symmetrical. I think it looks good. Now I'm going to put some eyelashes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and curl my lashes. Hold it for about 10 seconds.
can also use a little bit of hot air from your blow dryer onto the eyelash curler and then apply the curler onto your lashes. Just be very, very careful.
And then I'm going to use CoverGirl's Lash Volume Blast. It's the waterproof one, so I love this. The wand actually looks like that. So really, really thick. I like it. My favorite, I'm going to use the Remy lashes that I love, absolutely love. They look very, very nice on your eyes. Because if you notice, Kim Kardashian, her lashes are really long, and they almost have like a little bit of a gap in between. And I wouldn't be surprised if she's using the same ones. So I'm going to use these. In goes the lashes.
Try to get the lashes as close to the lash line as possible. That's very important if you want to make your lashes look natural.
Okay. And I'll use a little bit of mascara on top as well. So now I'm going to put some blush on. I'm going to use Gentle. As you can tell, it's my favorite. Just very lightly, you don't want to put too much. I'm using the 130 MAC brush. This makes it actually very easy to apply blush on because of the way it's been shaped. Again, make sure you're staying up, not too low. And then blending it in to the apples of my cheeks. Alright, so now I'm going to go and do my lips. I'm going to use Seher, and you can use Seher from MAC, or you can also use Spice or Whirl. Either one of them would go. I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use Blankety on top, okay? You have thinner, if your lips are more on the thinner side, all you have to do is just take your lip liner and just go above your natural lip curve. So, I don't know if you can see, you're just gonna go literally like right there. So just slightly above your natural lip line, just slightly above it, okay? But if you have full lips like me, then just stay within the lip line. Okay, I'm going to fill it in with some lip color. So I'm actually going to mix Blankety with Myth, but if you want, you can use Hue. Hue is a really nice color. It's very similar to the one that Kim Kardashian wears. So the color actually looks like this. I don't know if you can see. And I'm just going to go over it with Myth. You probably won't need to wear gloss on top of this because the lipstick Blankety is pretty shiny and glossy to begin with. I know the Myth is a bit more on the matte side. So once you put the Blankety on and you put the matte on top, I find that it just gives a lot of shine. So you probably can get away with not putting on lip gloss. I think I like it like this. I'm not going to put any lip gloss on. Okay guys, I've already done my hair. I've blow dried it and straightened it out. And I like to keep my hair looking like this, and just remember when she does her bangs, she blows dries them outwards, and then this way it kind of gives them that nice S shape. Okay, if you watch one of my other videos, I can show you how to do this hairstyle. Okay, I'm going to leave them straight, but if you want, you can put some curls in there as well. And there you have it. This is the remake of the Kim Kardashian look. I hope you guys enjoyed my video as much as I enjoyed making it. And please do leave some feedback, leave some comments, and I will be posting a new video up shortly. It's going to be called How to Prepare for Your Big Day, which is your wedding day. So for all the brides out there that are getting married and they need to know how to prepare their skin for the big day, please watch my video because I'll show you how to get the nice glowing skin so your makeup can look flawless.
Yeah.